Hi guys, my name is Alex Sabinski from Top Tennis Training and I'm a former British #4 professional tennis player. My game style is aggressive baseliner with an occasional sneak into the net.
Hi, my name is Simon Connor from Top Tennis Training and I am an all-court player. I like to play that aggressive style and I've been playing tennis for about 30 years now.
It felt like the racket was very maneuverable. It felt like it had a great sweet spot and it provided me with a lot of feel, but I felt a little bit less stable on my shots. And because of the weight of the racket, so this racket is 295, perhaps for a pro player or someone who's more advanced, you'd go for a slightly heavier version, simply because I felt quite a lot of pushback on the ball. So when I was hitting it, the racket head was going back quite a bit. I felt it, so you almost feel the ball pushing your racket back compared to a slightly heavier version of this racket. So this would be great for a club player, but if you are someone who's a little bit more advanced, I would perhaps use the slightly heavier version of this.
First, it wasn't giving me as much spin as I'm used to, especially from these kind of head rackets. But when I adapted and started hitting more flatter, it really suited that flat style of play. So if you're someone who likes to hit through the shot, if you're someone who has maybe a longer extension on your follow through, this racket can suit your style of play. If you're someone who likes more topspin and that power, then you might struggle at the beginning when you're getting familiar with this racket.
At the net, I felt like it wasn't quite as stable as the speed. It was still good at maneuvering around, so from forehand to backhand, it was really quick for me to change. I felt the ball on the strings really well, and again, that's due to this head size or the head shape that they've designed. The sweet spot felt great, but it just lacked a little bit of conviction for me. On the smash, it was a similar story. Again, a lot of feel, but it didn't quite give me that power, the pop that I would want on the smash.
So at the net, when I hit it in the sweet spot, it really worked well. However, on the edges, I felt like it didn't give me that stability, but again, it would take some time and some practice to get used to this frame.
So I felt like the racket actually was really gentle on my arm. So if you're a player who's got an injury, for example, or struggling with a shoulder or wrist or elbow problems, then this racket will be great for you, because although it doesn't give you as much power, it's actually very forgiving. So when I was going for those serves, I didn't feel any vibrations going through my shoulder and my hand, even though I'm not using a vibration dampener. So in that respect, it was a great racket for that.
The flat serves, it really complemented that power. It gave me more power than what I'm used to, but on the kick serve and the slice serve, I struggled at the beginning. But once I started to adapt, it actually became much easier to produce that kick and that slice.
So for me, it felt a little bit too light, and it felt a little bit almost headlight for me. So while it was very maneuverable, it was just a little bit tougher for me to generate power. I felt like some of my balls were landing a little bit short, straight from the beginning, so I had to actually give a little bit more to the ball. So in that respect, it probably wouldn't suit me in my style of play. It probably would suit someone who's a bit more of a bigger hitter, who generates power already, and they're looking for that feel element that this racket will definitely bring to your game.
So it didn't really suit my style of play. However, I could adapt to it if I stuck with a racket. However, I think it would suit more a kind of club player who's looking to upgrade their racket, someone who likes to hit slightly flatter and maybe wants to have a little bit an easier racket on the shoulder, on the elbow and the wrist. So it's really easy to use and really arm friendly.
It's an unusual design because you can see that it's yellow on one side or lime green, but it's blue on the other. So it's great when you're going to the net and you can do the toss and you can say green or blue, so it's great for that. For me, I'd prefer if they stuck to a more maybe classic design. I know they want to be a little bit more fun, so although I like the design, it's not quite my style.
I really like the design of the racket. The color scheme really works well. And if you're someone who's looking for a slightly standout racket, then this could be the one for you.
I probably wouldn't buy it at the RRP price, but if you are able to get it somewhere where it's a little bit cheaper on sale, it's definitely a great racket for a club player or someone who's competing and looking to push to that next level. It provides great feel for the price, but that top RRP price I think would be a little bit heavy.
I think so. If you're someone who's looking for that upgrade, it's what you spend. So if you're looking for that arm-friendly racket, you're looking for that kind of ease of use, then this racket could be the one for you.